I put my baby brother in the hospital. Whoa, geez, what? And honestly, I believe the mental scar I carry every day is much larger than the one I left across his eye. It was late at night. My grandma was downstairs minding me and my brother, who we'll call Baguette Bidan, because that way you won't forget it, while our parents were out for the night. Since they weren't home, we got to sleep in their bed, which was cool because it had a TV. We chose to watch Ben 10 because female heat loss, baby, am I right, fellas? I was heavily invested in this quality television, but my brother was not. Which was confusing to me because female heat loss, oh my god, she's melting my heart! See, my brother was getting all up in my face, and I would shove him away, which was incredibly easy to do. He was like 3, but he would keep on doing it. I then tell him to stop, and that also doesn't do anything. At this point, I've given this kid like 2 chances, and he's not listening. Plus, he's only been a part of my life for 3 years now. Ben 10 is a road dog day 1 homie I know who holds more value in my life, and his last name is 10. Everything kinda went blurry for me after that. Probably not as blurry as my brother, I guess. Yikes, that was a bad choice of words. I don't remember what happened after that. I guess my parents were called home. My brother was probably just bleeding all over the place, kinda, you know, just everywhere. And I was just left, sitting up on the bed, watching what I had done. Just before taking my brother to the hospital, father walks in, and he's not happy. Obviously, I guess. Also, I drew him like a car because he likes cars. Let's move on. He looks at the ground dramatically. I watch from the bed, scared out of my mind, thinking, what's he gonna do to me? And also thinking how I can possibly bash his face in to make an escape, because I guess I'm good at that now. But it doesn't come to that. Father glances up at me and says, look at what you've done. I've never been able to hurt my brother since. I did it one time and I almost permanently blinded him. And worse, my dad was not mad, just disappointed. Later on in life, I actually learned more people were on my side than I thought. Like, apparently at the hospital, my grandma said, to be fair, he was being really annoying. Like, female heat blast just appeared on screen. So, yeah. I now find it incredibly difficult to inflict any physical pain onto my brother, which has allowed him to get away with things with little to no consequences. This also means my brother doesn't really seek my approval, or try to earn my respect like I've heard other little brothers will do. I would say he actively goes out of his way to disrespect me. Here are some of those stories. Also, subscribe please. If you don't subscribe now, I'll die. He took my pants. In public. I was thinking about female heat blast. He pulled my pants down and I did nothing. Maybe in this situation I couldn't have. Regardless, it might have looked a little strange. But still! At the time, we were with these 2 other kids waiting for our mums to stop talking, and I was humiliated in front of them. I should have punched Baguette in the mouth, I know that, but I was traumatized, so I couldn't do it, man! I've never seen those 2 kids again, which is sad, you know? They could have been my best friends, but Baguette Bidan ruined that because every time they look at me, they'll just be reminded of my surprisingly large 7-year-old package and be too intimidated to talk to me, which is just too bad. Now, you might say this is deserved, and to that I say, but also, Baguette Bidan has tried to drown me, like, a lot. I would be swimming in a pool, and out of nowhere, and in a way, Baguette is way worse than me because of the sheer amount of times he did it. The amount of water I ingested could only be compared to that of a water balloon. And not one time did he stop drowning me because of his own human empathy, no. Every time he was practically dragged off my feeble little back by one of our parents. Hey, get off. Okay, you're gonna regret that. Baguette, stop trying to drown me after that. As more time passed since the incident, I've recognized eventually I'm gonna have to just hit this kid. But one problem with that, Baguette Bidan is much stronger than me. He always has been, and it's only getting worse. So, when we went to my friend's place to box, I was slightly nervous. And you gotta understand, the stakes are high for me. If I lose to my little brother, which is embarrassing. We both look at each other, smiling, because neither of us have ever boxed before. But then, the worst possible thing happens. He makes gorilla noises. Gets on all 4s, starts pounding his chest, and all of a sudden, if I lose, I not only lose to my little brother, but a monkey! He He destroyed me. He crushed my bones, turned them back into milk, and it was all because I couldn't bring myself to hurt him. I didn't once hit him in the head. As for Baguette, opposite situation. I don't think my friends looked down at me for losing. Baguette probably would have won against half of them, which was obvious through the full-length HD video they took of the fight. I have to live with that existing. Here's me getting punched. Ooh. Moral of the story, don't let something in your past dictate what you do with your future. If I learn anything from this, I have to hit my brother more often. And I'm gonna make a conscious effort to do so. Ah!